What's up, Internet? It's Will Shocker with another Albion Online video. And I got some thoughts for today. I have some things on my mind, some things I'd like to talk about with you, the audience, the viewer, the lovely individual who was so gracious and giving and generous as to click on this video and decide to watch it. First, I need to thank you for making my dreams possible. Um, so I am the leader of the Power Surge Guild, and you can see right now we only have 5 members. Most of them are not in the United States. So if you are a United States player and you'd like a new guild to join, consider joining Power Surge. I have a lot of big plans for doing group content, PvP. I'd like to get a 5 versus 5 team going at some point here. So hold on, I'm getting cooked. There we go. I'd like to get a 5 versus 5 team going. So if you're interested in, structured, organized PvP, let me know. And let's move on with the video here. So I'm going to do 20 minutes of, well, just about 20 minutes Black Zone grinding here. Just leveling up my battle axe. Let me just show off my cool little tree here. I have all the plate items maxed, swords maxed. Working on axes, maces are all maxed. These are all level 100. I'm quite proud of that. And so yeah, I've done my share of playing Albion Online, obviously. And the thought I have today is that if I were just to post consistently, I'm sure this could go somewhere. I'm sure there are going to be some people out there that hit like, and there is going to be some people out there that hit subscribe. And then there's going to be some people out there who are just so bored out of their mind that they'll actually listen to something that I have to say. So that's the gamble I'm taking right now. I'm deciding that if penuinz0 can make $40 million being a YouTube personality, then why can't I? Why can't I do that? I can do that too. I have every confidence in myself. So hopefully, 15 years from now, we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, so I'm Will Shocker. Power Surge is my guild. There's going to be an alliance soon as well called it's either going to be Maximum Voltage or Maximum Energy. Leave a comment if you would prefer one alliance name over the other. Let me know if you would like Maximum Voltage or Maximum Energy. And I guess we'll take a poll on which alliance is the more popular name, and we'll go with that one. I'm kind of leaning towards Maximum Energy because that would include more guilds that may not necessarily be related to electricity like I am, like Will Shocker and Power Surge. But yeah, we'll see. Um, but yeah, here's the thing about anything that people struggle with. Like, I have pretty much gone through everything that you can think of. I've gone through ADHD, I've gone through autism, I've gone through depression, I've gone through weight loss, all sorts of health and nutrition stuff. And I've gone through fixing my sleep schedule. So there's a lot of things that I've done that I could talk about on my YouTube channel here. So if you're anything like I was, where you had very little self-discipline, very little self-control, very little impulse control, and you want somebody to talk with about it, go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know that, if there's something you're going through, maybe I can provide some insight and some advice. Because yeah, I've gone through a lot to get as far as I've gotten. I have a degree, I have a nice job. Things are going pretty well for me. They could be going better, but I can't complain too much. I'm quite lucky with my situation. So, maybe I'll use this channel to give back a little bit. Maybe I'll, help motivate some other people to make some good changes in their lives and stuff. So that's one of the things that's on my mind. But yeah, the title of this video is If penuinz0 Can Make $40 Billion, Then I Can Too. I think I have a valuable voice to add to the internet. I think it's worth listening to me because I have so much experience. So, yeah, the key to getting things done whenever you have a large goal like weight loss or self-discipline or going to the gym more or something like that is you hear it said a lot. Consistency is key. That you have to be consistent. And now here's the life hack. Okay, here's the thing, the trick that got it to work for me. Okay, the trick for consistency is starting ridiculously small, like very, very small. I'm talking like one push up a day, or one bench press a day, or one bicep curl a day, right? And that's number one. That's one part of it. And the second part is to track it. I think I'm a big believer in tracking your progress. So I can show you my notebook, which has actually, hang on a second, I'm getting cooked. I thought I was gonna kill these things easily, so I didn't bother. There we go. I actually have a notebook here where I have. Oh, you can't even see that. Never mind. Can't even see it. Never mind. Basically, I have a notebook where I keep track of every exercise that I've done. And when I got myself a notebook and started tracking my progress, that's when I really started being consistent with it. So um, there's a lot of little tricks, and I'll talk about this more than once on my channel. So if you're ever interested in like self-improvement stuff, just leave a comment. I'll talk about it. But yeah, being consistent every day starts with really small bites. Because here's the thing, your brain is not the biggest fan of changing anything that it does. Like even with this YouTube channel, like my trick is gonna be consistency, right? I'm gonna need to be consistent with what I'm doing here, and I'm gonna need to do a little bit every day, just a small amount, just a tiny, teeny tiny little bit amount of consistency is gonna go a long way. So my intention is to create small videos, no longer than 20 minutes, that you know capture my personality and my thoughts at the time, and kind of do like a daily vlog thing, just to see where it goes. If it's interesting, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and we'll go from there. But okay, I really have to work on my ands and my buts and my stuttering and stuff. So we'll work on that. And yeah, let's have a good YouTube channel. I want to have a good YouTube channel, and that means sometimes I'm gonna have to do things that I don't want to do. Like, I would be perfectly happy with making Albion videos every day and just talking into my camera, but I don't think that there's gonna be a whole ton of people that are interested in that. I could be wrong, but something tells me that I'm gonna have to get out of my comfort zone and do things a little bit different. Okay, that is my timer. My timer just went off, so I have to get back to work. So what did we talk about today? We talked a little bit about staying consistent with your goals, making sure you are coming back at it every day, even if it's a small amount, like one push-up a day. And then what happens is you get into a habit, and then you can build on those habits by just little tiny amounts every day. And that's my strategy, and it's worked for me so far. We talked about how I plan on doing this YouTube thing more consistently, trying to do a daily video, because if penuinz0 can make as much as he has, then I am going to give it a try too. So be on the lookout for more videos. I really appreciate you if you've made it this far. Feel free to hit me up on Discord. My Discord is WillShocker, just like my YouTube name and my Twitter and everything else, and my Twitch. So yeah, that is about all I have for today. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.